In this video, what I'd like to do is show you how just to use some of the graphing options available in Excel. In this Excel spreadsheet, I've got a number of different examples of data within tables. And what I'm going to do is just use this table on the right hand side here. So what we've got is basically a student with a student number. They've got a 4-part assessment and they've got scores in each. And there's an average here, so there's an average of that person's scores overall. So to create a graph, as I showed earlier in the spider diagram, what I'm going to do is highlight some data. So I'm going to highlight basically their first 4 scores, one for each of the parts, and I'm also going to highlight the average. Having done that, I can select recommended charts. Now in this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the first option, which is this bar chart. And if I select that and click OK, then what it does, it puts that bar chart into my diagram, into my Excel spreadsheet. What we can see is the student, so if we just drag that to the left a little bit, and what we can see there is basically there's our student, the first student there, A1207878, and what we've got there are their 4 scores, and it's basically put their average in. So the blue line here is the average point, which is shown across the diagram, and then what we've got are each student's 4 scores, and you can see basically by comparing how they've got on in different subjects. Now within this, what you haven't created your graph, what you can do is you can start filtering it. So you might not want to see different scores. So all I'm interested in is how have they got on in part A of the course. And having done that, and having deselected part B, C, D and the average, if I click apply, then what I get is just basically the results for part A. I might want to bring part B in and take part A out. In doing that, I click apply, and then we can see how they've got on in that kind of order. If I select them all again and just click apply, I've got all my data back. What I might want to see is just purely an individual's results. So if I go back to that first student and click apply, then we can dive down and we can see how that student's got on in the 4 different parts. Other things we can do, like we looked at earlier, are choosing the colours. So on here we can choose different styles first off. Okay, so we might go for that kind of background. We can also choose different colours as well. So you've got palettes in here. So this is purely different types of blues. So again, you can choose it. You can choose these set options, or what you can do is go to these chart tools and you've got design and format options. So again, we've got design there, where we've got different types of the same graph. And again, we've got that format option again, which is the one I showed you earlier, where you can change different stuff within here. You can also, if you're not happy with the bar chart, what you can do is you can actually change the chart type. So if we weren't happy with bar chart going vertically, we could actually go for a bar chart which is horizontally. And again, you get these different options. You can also go for 3D charts. So if I just select that one, maybe click OK. So there we've got our chart. The greens aren't particularly distinctive in this one, so I might want to go back to a different color. And there we go, we've got a different chart. So there are many different ways of manipulating and editing charts. Simply select a chart. What I recommend is select a chart and basically have a go around and have a look at different options within the tools. Have a go.